Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Running inside, it's Raymond. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll mark him down at the 40 after... off 10.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it because we...
Maybe some room here. 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He'll get rid of it. Finds his man. It's Owens. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Slithers into space. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
In the red area, it's Marshall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. In the backfield, it's Black. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Dumps it to the back. On target. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it...
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but they made it interesting, but they pick up the 1st, and the drive stays alive.
Here comes the heat. Swings it out to his running back. Got the 1st down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
The run inside. It's Raymond. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now facing a 3rd and long. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Forget the kick. He wants to throw it. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks. Can't get him to the ground. And he can't get there. Tackled short. Throw, catch, but not the 1st down.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the 1st down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make something happen. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Underwood on the play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the 1st play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. 2nd play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Underwood. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. trying to escape and get it himself. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Running inside, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get...
It's a running room. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Connection to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
He uncorks one deep. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Rutgers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, you got to give give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Again, it's Underwood. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Raymond. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Defense in press coverage. Throwing, Underwood. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room, it's Raymond. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Throwing right. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And this one is perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He's going for the big play. upstairs to make the catch. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after. This game marked at the 47.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Goes high to pull it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Michigan.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Underwood unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good. They're up 35 to 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's Oklahoma State.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Scooped up by the kicking team. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Might be looking to run. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Rutgers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Could be an alley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Buchanan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Wolverines! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum.
Trying to get behind the defense. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling over there.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on.
Looking deep. Snags it on the right. Off to the races. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Offense in a bunch formation. Throwing, Underwood. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 3rd touchdown in the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. He's past the 30. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. He goes right back to the air. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. They want to think this third and one play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Finding some room. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Rutgers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. He makes a catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have one or two and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
The run inside. It's Raymond. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route.
Booster. Go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now, oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Running inside, it's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Raymond. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time...
There's a crease. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Rutgers.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick.